this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Here we go.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
He's going to get it on the jet sweep.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
You look at this Niner defense.
This crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. Second from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is a #1 overall passing team in the NFL, but it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Now the first carry here for their running back.
Now he's free at the 35.
And finally they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 29-yard line. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. Right back to him on first down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
48 yards rushing for him now at his first 2 carries of the ball game.
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now 2nd and 3. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, they'll try and run for it on the draw. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
To the air with McCarthy.
And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
On play action, McCarthy
steps away. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. And back at the 8 now. 3rd and goal. And the slot man goes in motion left.
3rd and goal, McCarthy.
Escapes the sack.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
And his kick here is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead.
Well, they moved the ball well there on the opening series. Running game was in sync. They were knocking on the doorstep, but ultimately, Charles, they'll have to settle for the field goal.
Well, they certainly were moving it well and give this defense a ton of credit. Finally dug their heels in and forced the field goal. That's one of his game partner. Will this offense look back at this drive and think to themselves, if we'd gotten 6, we'd be in a better spot.
So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And led out by their veteran quarterback. He's been around a while. They don't celebrate birthdays for him. They just cut him up, see how many rings he's got around the middle. He has been in the league a long time.
And he's playing at a very high level here in this early part of the season. In fact, he leads the NFL in passing yards. Now, that's not always an indicator of success, but in his case, it is.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
The numbers on the ground for Gibson a week ago.
2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
And he's going to have a Niners first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. The Niners are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. And they've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Here's Purdy.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Diaz. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 36. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings.
They enter this one down in the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they're facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means it's going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
Purdy now to throw.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here.
Escaping the pressure right.
He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
They go play action here. Purdy
on the move to his left. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the 49ers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 79 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle.
And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Here's McCarthy. And that is dropped. Oh, that could have been a near certain 6 points. He was all alone, but he could not look it in. My, oh, my.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, Three things can happen, and two of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Purdy from the gun on third down.
Going to throw right side here, complete.
And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Back to throw, Purdy.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gibson. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a third down coming up. Throwing here, Purdy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 43. Now Purdy. He finds his man complete. That's Diaz. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to the ground with Gibson. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Once more, Gibson. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. The Niners on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Purdy. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. And, oh, that is going to be a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that flag accepted. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10
at the 40. They'll set up to throw.
That's out to the flat for Gibson.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Let's go now.
Purdy looking to throw. They'll set up the screen for Gibson.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Ready. Check up.
Looking to throw. Purdy. He finds his man complete. It's Diaz. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 23. Flush to his right. His throw caught at about the 5. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Ricky Pearsall
23 yards for the touchdown.
And the 49ers are able to add on to that lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now stands at 13. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota.
And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Throwing is McCarthy.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left.
And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first.
The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it, eluding the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. Back to throw. Purdy. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Two yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Hey, here we go, sack.
They'll run with Gibson.
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2.
Gibson.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
They'll try to run with Gibson.
And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A great play there.
His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to extend their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. The 49ers ready to kick it away. And here we go.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission. Looking to throw McCarthy.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Now McCarthy finds his man. There's Jordan Addison.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw here on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's Hoover.
Second down and 6 now. To the air again, McCarthy. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
They'll look to throw again. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
The Niners offense and Brock Purdy getting ready for this next possession.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
Ready up. Here we go. Here we go.
Purdy bootlegging it.
And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Here's second and 10.
Sack. Ready.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Diaz. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando, standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports halftime report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly, where it was the Eagles who come away with the home victory. The Eagles get back above 500 as they move to 3-2 with the victory. From there, we head on over to Wisconsin to check on the Packers at home at Lambeau Field. And they were losers in that ball game to the visiting Cleveland Browns. Rashad Green, a touchdown catch in the victory. And finally, Monday Night Football. They've got a good one lined up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Arizona Cardinals. The Niners got a fine performance in the first half from one of their leaders, Brock Purdy. His 2 touchdown passes helped pave the way for his guys to take this lead into the intermission. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line. The Niners offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out.
That's a tremendous start to the third quarter. These guys had their foot on the gas the entire first half. They continue to keep the accelerator down.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
They'll try the left side with Gibson.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Purdy. That is caught, and he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. A handoff running left is Gibson.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no gain, his guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week, so he's really stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold watch too, huh?
On third down, here's Gibson.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Here's Purdy.
He'll buy some time right.
That's complete to Pearsall.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses home.
Kevin O'Connell clearly unhappy with that call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Purdy now to throw.
Throw left side complete. That's Diaz. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Niners take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. To the air with McCarthy.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The 49ers offense making its way back out there.
And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
56 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now, that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That's a gain of 6 on the first down run.
This 2nd and 4. Straight ahead, Gibson.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the 49ers are pouring it on.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's
They'll start on the ground with Gibson.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
They'll go again with Gibson.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And quickly, they get to the line.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
Sliding out of the pocket. Throwing right, and that's complete.
All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
A handoff for Gibson.
And he is going to lose yardage here. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Shotgun now with Purdy.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
So apparently.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Niners, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to